Hey, Kate, here we are. It's Wednesday, but what else are we celebrating today?
Today is also Bicycle Day, Matt.
It's in addition to being Wednesday, it's Bicycle Day?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Get on a bike and go a place.
Get on your bike and ride.
You have a bicycle?
I have bicycles at my house.
Okay. I'd say that counts. I'm pretty much the same way. I've got one.
Monty has a really nice bike, but
Yeah?
I can't fit on it. My legs, I'm like tippy-toe on the pedals.
Can't reach the pedals?
Yeah. Which makes me like nervous. If I fall, there's no catching myself because I'm so high off the ground.
Well, sounds like an opportunity to do a Facebook Live, Kate, for the show.
Right.
Get on that bicycle, get the Facebook Live app going. And dear listener, you can find Matt and Kate on Facebook.
Whoop.
All right. Bikes are cool. Anything else going on?
Dog Parent Appreciation Day.
Okay. Can I guess?
Yeah.
Is that for owners of dogs or is that for the dog's mom and dad?
That is for the owners.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know if that means you just have dogs and not children, and that's what makes you a dog parent.
Oh, that's a good
I don't
point.
know.
Okay. You're not that versed in what it takes to become an official dog parent?
Right.
I could see not investing too many brain cells on that, so I don't blame you.
And then today is also National Cat Lady Day.
Fantastic.
Do you know any cat ladies?
I don't. I think the closest I've come is to being on someone's farm, and I don't think that counts. There's cats all over the place.
Right. Farm cats are different.
Right. I do not know somebody who has a house full of cats, lady or man, really.
Okay.
You? Have you ever?
I feel like I have known people with cats.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah.
But not so much that would be their identity.
Right.
So celebrate the cat lady in all of our
Yeah.
lives, whether you know one or you think of one. But from time to time, there's a news story. I feel like I haven't seen one of these news stories in a while. Like, yep, found 73 cats at that house.
Oh, geez.
That lady was pretty annoyed that we interfered with the cats.
Whoa. It's a lot of cats.
Here you go, Kate. Arby's brings back a popular item. Do you know what it is?
Arby's. I hope it's the barbecue.
No.
Oh,
Want to take another guess?
Suckers were so good. It's gonna be something with ranch.
It's gonna be... No.
No?
No.
Okay. We're headed into summer. I want to say brisket, but let's say wings. Let's mix it up. Arby's is gonna have wings. No?
Nope.
Okay.
I was hoping it was going to be the 5 for $5.95. Remember the 5 for $5.95 mix and match deal?
Yeah. Yeah.
But no.
What are they bringing back?
It's the limited edition Dungeons and Dragons dice set.
Oh.
I know.
That doesn't sound like meat.
No. Yeah, these aren't made of meat. That's an interesting idea. Cube up some meat and,
Literally.
and then turn them into dice.
Arby's.
Okay.
We have the meat dice.
I just couldn't imagine getting Dungeons and Dragons stuff from Arby's.
What does Dungeons and Dragons sound more like to you? Like if you had to pick a restaurant that's going to like...
A restaurant for Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Huh. See, I've never played Dungeons and Dragons, so I don't know.
That surprises me.
Does it really?
No.
Oh.
Because you're more of a video game type.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think I have the aptitude to become a Dungeons and Dragons player or whatever it's even called? I don't know.
Cosplay, challenger.
I just associate Dungeons and Dragons with all the kids that were smarter than me in grade school and middle school.
Okay.
For whatever reason. I'm not smart enough to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Isn't it like a really long game too?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you if it's an hour or 10. I don't know.
I feel like it's got that stereotype that it takes a longer amount of time.
I haven't heard that. Now, I know Monopoly does, but I've actually played that one.
Yeah.
So that's a fairer commentary. Monopoly. Screw it. We're changing the rules. Isn't that how one gets through a Monopoly game?
I don't know. I don't know that I've ever made it through a whole game.
There's a fast version, Monopoly.
Ugh, it's all painful.
Fast. I'm searching for Monopoly Fast. I feel like maybe a card game. No, there's different. MonopolyLand.com, 9 ways to play Monopoly faster, so you can hack your way through it.
There you go.
Monopoly Speed is the name of it.
Ah, where was that in 1990? We played Monopoly on my grandparents' landing, where like people would walk by and they're like, "Hey, we're playing Monopoly here," and they're like, "No, you're not." Like,
Yep.
just. Matt, do you know what a reverse boycott is?
Okay, I was getting scared there for a second that I was going to have to consult Urban Dictionary.
Oh no.
But a reverse boycott is you found out somebody is boycotting a thing, and then so you go buy double.
Kind of.
You're trying to counteract someone else's boycott
Yes.
in some way? Okay.
Yes. Okay. So the Oakland Athletics baseball team. Okay.
I'm familiar. Used to be in Kansas City once upon a time. Do you know that?
Back in the day.
my day. Or actually, not back in our day.
Not in our day.
No.
No.
Not mine.
Okay. So they are in talk of moving the club to Las Vegas because the fan support is so low. And I use the
Okay.
air quotes for that. The fan support.
Right, sure.
However, the fans say, hey, we're not the problem. The owners and management, they're the problem.
Yep.
So they are planning a reverse boycott. They're going to pack the park and show that they still want to support the club despite poor attendance trends.
Okay.
And they picked like a random Tuesday where they weren't playing the Giants. They're not playing the Yankees or the Red Sox. So they're just going to have an ordinarily poorly attended game that's going to be huge. Do you think it's enough to work?
I don't think you should reward bad behavior like that. Don't you think? I don't know.
Well, if you're a fan, do you reward bad behavior of the management or the ownership
Ownership.
by attending games at all?
If the team is a dumpster fire, you're rewarding them, you know? So honestly, all this is really doing is make me furious about the Kansas City Royals.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, it was like their record was like 1-11 yesterday when I was reading about the team, and I just keep on thinking, you know, they want that downtown stadium and fix all of our problems. Hate to tell you guys, if you start 1-11 at the new stadium, eventually people are going to get over that. Got to field a winning team, and I don't know. I like the K.
I don't know. Think about all the decades that they supported a non-winning team at Kauffman when it was new.
Wow, gosh, what was the average attendance you think last year? I bet you it was like 20,000. And then if you go to when they were in contention, like 2014, 2015, no problem filling that stadium.
Right.
And now the team is a turd and they want a new stadium to fix everything.
Oh.
Sure. Anyway, go Royals. I still want them to do well.
I was going to say, wow.
I just don't think they need a new stadium. I think Kauffman's just fine. And them taking pictures of rusted rebar, like that's not all rebar, and being like, see? And it turns out, it costs us $1.1 billion to repaint the K, and it'll cost us only 0.1 more to build a whole new thing downtown and have to reconfigure. I'm getting very upset here. I should chill.
Take a breath.
This is supposed to be an uplifting morning radio show. So, catch the thrill. It's a Royal slogan circa like 1990 or something.
Right.
We're all about 1990 today, turns out.
Man, nostalgia.
It's a hit.
Was that a slogan too?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it also worked well in that context.
It did. It did.
Was I too angry sounding there for the show?
It was a little get off my lawn, but
Hey, Kate, what did the pandemic do to lunch?
What did the pandemic do to lunch? It ate it.
No.
No?
And this is not
Okay.
just for the fun of it.
Okay.
It's not a joke.
People don't take lunches anymore. People are working from home, so they don't go out for lunch anymore.
Yep, the demise of the business lunch.
Aha.
So it's not just that you're not at, downtown Kansas City or whatever. It's that maybe you are down there, but somebody else is not. So you're having breakfast and dinner business meetings instead, apparently, to counteract that. I'll meet you out in the burbs.
Oh, interesting.
And we can do some breakfast. But yeah, way down. At first I thought it was just people were out of the habit, But I
Yeah.
guess the thing to do now is have a business breakfast meeting. I'm struggling here with these fancy business terms. and then you go to the office and then you power through lunch.
Right.
Or you're there and you power through lunch and then you go have your business dinner afterward. But the business lunch apparently is in rough shape, and sandwich shops, like delis and such,
Right.
struggle more than most anybody else. Just found it interesting, these pandemic, like long-term pandemic effects, and how people have changed the way they work. And a whole bunch of businesses were like, fine, you know what? We don't like paying for all this office space anyway. So there's tons of real estate available inside office buildings.
Mm-hmm.
But
mm-hmm. Glad I'm not waiting tables in the lunch hour right now.
yeah, so pour one out for the business lunch
And the wait staff.
and the wait staff. Yeah, we feel for the wait staff. I don't think you or I feel too bad for the people that don't have to do business lunches. Maybe.
Right.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how much I'm allowed to spend.
Okay. Yesterday was tax day, Matt.
Yes.
And we got all of our taxes done.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got a quiz for you. Is it a real deduction or not?
All right, it's quiz time on Matt and Kate. Real deduction or not? All right.
Okay.
I'm prepared.
Because tax deductions can be kind of wacky. So some of these are real and some of these are not.
Okay.
Can you write off medical expenses to quit smoking?
Can you write off medical expenses to quit smoking? I'm going to say no.
It is a real deduction.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
So that's good news. If you're looking to quit smoking and it's expensive, you can get that as a tax write-off. Tax
Write it off.
deduction.
A lot of
Yeah, yeah,
businesses, to look into your company, have smoking cessation programs to take advantage of as well. All right. 0 for 1 on is it a real deduction or not?
Okay, funeral and cemetery expenses for individual taxpayers, not estates. Is it a deduction or not a deduction?
I will say that is a deduction.
That is not a deduction.
Oh. Okay.
I know.
Well, with the asterisk there on the, not the estate, but individual. That
I
got
mean,
me.
if you're a CPA, you could be like, did you buy any houses this year? Did anybody die? Let's write off that plot.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, costs for getting in shape if a doctor says your life might be in danger. Is this a real deduction or not a deduction?
I will say that's real.
That is real.
Because I'm
That is
learning.
real.
I'm learning through these questions.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it a real deduction or not a deduction? Alimony payment.
Alimony payments. I will say that's real.
That is not a deduction.
That's what you get for getting divorced.
That's what you get.
Or getting married, frankly, because, there's a 50% chance that ends, right?
Right? Or that it lasts forever.
Good reminder from Kate, don't get married. All right.
No. Okay.
Oh, that wasn't it?
real deduction or not deduction.
Okay.
Writing off a guard dog at the office as a business expense.
I'll say that's real.
That is real.
Because it's like an alarm system. More or
Yeah.
less.
So if I
Okay.
want to have my home studio a little bit more business, wink, wink,
Yeah.
can I write off my Labradoodle?
I think so. I
Guard
think so,
dog?
actually. You do enough work from home. You should. Although, since you're the umbrella of this company as an employee,
Yeah.
whatever contract work you get outside of work, yeah, do it, Kate.
Okay.
Guard that home studio with your beautiful pooch, Winnie.
Yes.
She still count as a puppy, by the way?
I think so.
Okay. Well, for the show, yeah. If
Yeah.
you're on the fence for the show, she should continue staying a puppy.
Yes.
All right. So I've lost this edition of Deduction or Not, or whatever it's called.
But you've learned.
But I've
We've
learned.
learned. So that's winning.
That's what we're about here on Matt and Kate, learning and growing. Thanks, Kate.
Yeah.
Love how quickly you dialed up these photos of your dog.
I know, because I was going to talk about it, and I thought you should have the photos first.
Oh, that's cute.
She got a haircut yesterday.
Yeah, how's that go?
What do you mean?
Well, does she freak out or not?
I drop her off and I come back and grab her.
Okay. Now, Rockney,
I think she does pretty good. Rockney didn't like getting his nails trimmed.
you had to give him like doggy Xanax or something, right? Is this right? Or is
Yeah, he did not.
This... Okay.
No, he did not like to travel, so we had to get him relaxed before he'd go to the vet, too.
Because he knew what was up.
Yeah.
I recognize this route.
Yep.
I remember those golden arches over there. I see it.
Yep.
Any opportunity to make a McDonald's reference on Matt and Kate?
But Winnie got her herded and she got a blowout and her nails trimmed and
looking fancy. It's almost like she knows she looks good in the way that she's cocked her head in this one photo.
I know.
Like, that's right.
And she's got her paws crossed.
Yeah,
like
it's ridiculous.
sitting like a lady.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. Winnie Pooh Pooh.
Do you care to share these photos? I think it's been a minute since you've shared photos of your pooch to the Matt and Kate Facebook.
Yeah, I can put it on the Facebook page.
Fantastic. Go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we can't get our listeners to get after the Matt and Kate on Facebook with pictures of this Labradoodle.
I mean, she's real cute.
Yeah.
Can't look at the socks on the floor behind her, but.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah.
Oh, whose are those?
It's clean. I think it's Elliot's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did crop out the basket of clothes right next to it, though.
Oh, were those dirty socks or not?
No, they're clean socks.
Oh, so that was your fault
Yeah.
they're there. Okay. I
No.
was picturing Elliot kicking them off. They were not your fault?
No. They're not my fault.
Was Elliot doing laundry?
She was taking from the dryer to the
Oh.
living room, so it fell out of the basket.
Oh, that's nice. Helping you with the laundry?
Yeah. That's her chore. Laundry.
Does she do the actual laundry too?
She does. She doesn't
Really?
do folding, but she does the washing and the drying and the sorting.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And she's 11?
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's more ambitious than I was at that age, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Kate, you see Postal Service is charging more for stamps this summer.
I think
Starting
so.
this summer? It's going from 63 cents for a first-class letter to 66 cents.
Okay.
Now, they did some math and looked around the world, and that's pretty much the cheapest you're going to get.
Really?
It's quite a bargain.
Okay.
Unless you move to Singapore. You consider moving to Singapore at all, Kate, for the postage rates?
I have friends in Singapore.
Do you
Does
really?
that count? I do.
They should be sending you postcards or something.
Or something.
International might be more. This article points out that in Singapore, you can send a letter for the equivalent of about 23 cents. But the entire country is smaller geographically than New York City. So you're basically paying someone to grab the letter at your door and walk it down a mile.
Whoa.
So that's why that's so cheap. But 66 cents anywhere in the country, that is still pretty good. You think about it.
Yeah.
Especially if you live out in the boonies, as one might say. I don't know.
Out in the boondocks.
And I should point this part out that adjusted for inflation here. So 50 years ago, a letter cost 8 cents to mail. 8 cents.
Oh, wow.
If you do the inflation math, that's 55 cents. So that's not too far from the 63 we're currently paying. Or the 66 that you should expect to pay this summer. That's why you got to hoard forever stamps, right, Kate?
That's right.
Are you going to go? Yeah, you're going to go score some at the grocery store?
I feel like I've got I think I've got a good stash right now.
Got a good hoard from the previous price, even, right? Because these have gone up a decent bit. This is not the first time in the young history of this show. That it may not even be like the second or third time. Costs money to send things.
It does.
Yeah. Try taking it to UPS. It gets a little bit wild quick. Mailing a letter via UPS? Yeah.
Matt, just for the fun of it.
Just for the fun of it. Good God. Kate's going to give us the setup to a joke, and then you and I, dear listener, are going to guess the punchline.
All right, just for the fun of it. Why is drinking too much espresso bad?
Why is drinking too much espresso bad? Well, you get over-caffeinated. Espresso, is it a pun on the word espresso, maybe? Is it?
No.
Why is it... What was the phrase of the word again, the joke again? The setup?
Why is drinking too much espresso bad?
Caffeine, something. I give up, Kate. Why is drinking too much espresso bad?
It can cause a latte problems.
It can cause a latte problems. Yeah, there's no way I was going to get there.
You were stuck on caffeine.
I know. Might be a sign.
It might be.
Get in my veins.
Have you had some today?
No, I'm trying to chill on the coffee.
Okay.
Only on weekends do I feel comfortable drinking too much coffee and giving myself a panic attack. I don't like to do that around the other people at the office, you know?
But you've had caffeine this morning, right?
Tea.
With your tea, yeah.
Yeah. I just get a little bit enthusiastic with coffee. I'm like, that's good stuff. Whereas green tea is like, oh, there's that grassy tasting tea that I'm used to. I better live forever
dirt.
like this promises. Yeah, dirt. Dirt flavored tea.
Yum.
Hey, Kate, have you considered an exciting new career in ChatGPT?
I have not. Should I?
Maybe. Have you played with it at all yet?
I haven't.
Okay. So there is a new job. It's called prompt engineer.
Okay.
Basically, knowing the best way to interact with these different bots. You know, knowing the question to ask to get the response out of it. Like certain people have been able to make the chatbots like almost express love and tell them to leave their wives.
Oh, my.
And they tweaked the rules a little bit since then, but you can almost like hack them in a sense and get it to start doing stuff that it's not programmed to do. You're like, hey, pretend to be this or whatever. And this quote here, quote, we have dog whisperers and horse whisperers, and now we're developing large language model whisperers.
That's weird.
LinkedIn says the use of terms ChatGPT, prompt engineering, prompt crafting, generative AI, and generative artificial intelligence in member profiles increased 55% globally in February from January, and then 71% in March from February. So more and more jobs out there with the word prompt engineer in there. So go play with ChatGPT, and maybe you can get an exciting new career in ChatGPT. Did I convince you, Kate?
Not today.
Okay. Well,
I mean, it's been a good week, Matt.
yeah.
If it was a rougher week, I might be like, yes, tell me about a new job. But it's been a pretty good week.
I want to work with chatbots, please. Get me away from these people. and get me a bot over here.
Bring in the bots.
I just love the comparison to dog whisperers and horse whisperers.
You can be a bot whisperer.